a home movie.
Well, they were my mother's at one point, but I think they were my aunt's before that. So, Paul.
Bentley's going to be on camera.
Oh, Bentley. Okay. Are you actually filming right now? Okay. Here we are in the kitchen.
Easter 1999.
Yes. With all the leftover dishes and food, huh? Getting ready for a little dessert. Say something.
I hope this works. Say something.
Oh,
what do I need to say?
Bentley, hush.
I can just stand here and
Look how
good.
he's sitting right at Kim's heel.
What's your problem, Bentley?
He's barking at the camera.
That's beautiful.
Money payment sitting there. You guys knew office was in the past, I think.
No, we don't.
A lot of them do.
Yeah, they all usually wear the same kind of thing, though. You know, nice
Yeah.
jacket or something. You know, blazer.
Yeah.
We're not that organized yet. We got to get a little more. That's where we need to shape up a little bit.
And they're green.
Now is that the beer?
Yeah. So I haven't really. This other band in Boston isn't officially put together yet. We're still trying out a couple of different musicians.
How many bands are you in now?
Well, 2. Yeah. Well, 3 actually, since I'm in a band at school as well.
You call them a band. What is the difference between a band and an orchestra?
Orchestra's a lot larger, usually about 19 pieces or more. And yeah, several of each type, you know, and usually strings and horns, things like that, percussion. But I'm in more of a contemporary ensemble. A couple of horns, guitar, bass, drums, piano.
Down later if you want.
With emphasis on the guitar.
In my mind, yes.
So what do you play? How do you play the guitar?
I said, you know, Jerry,
How about this?
work tonight.
Well, I used to play the cello.
Yeah, I know, but Paul and I can be.
The famous cello.
That's right. Snowbank instrument.
Get out of the way.
Once in a while. Actually, I've been playing a lot of piano lately, and that's considered a string instrument. Because if you open up the piano, you see that it's just all strings. Yeah. And I'm going to take out the trumpet again, actually. I'm bringing my cornet back down to Boston today.
What's the difference between cornet and trumpet?
The cornet's just a little bit smaller and has a warmer tone. Nice.
That wouldn't be like
Getting into a better position here, that's all. So that you're not all blocked out by the light.
God forbid.
How do you start this?
Just interest. I've always been interested in music,
You want to see what it looks like on camera? There's
so I
a
just
little-
decided that I wanted to pursue it. And that's all I've wanted to do, really.
It took over, huh?
Yeah.
What?
You want to see what Tim looks like on camera?
Yeah.
That's him.
Who wants tea?
I'll have some.
This is gonna go.
Can you see okay?
Yeah. Spout folk.
Hi, Grandpa.
Oh, gee.
And look. There's
You
Paul.
need a new teapot.
Oh, yeah.
Spilling all over
There's
the
Paul
place.
spilling tea.
Mess. That's neat.
Yeah, the thing's on the edge of that coaster.
Are these what you just took?
No,
Yeah.
it's what I'm taking right now.
It's live.
Oh. Good night.
You turn around and you can watch this on the television now.
No thanks. I've had enough scares for one day.
That's what we're gonna do.
I've had enough scares for one day. Well, I look a little more like act a little bit more like me.
Oh, you're acting pretty much like you pretty well. I think.
No, I don't think so. What kind of a camera do you call that?
It's a video camera.
A video camera.
Uh-huh.
Let's see, what they got other bills for that?
I mean,
I don't know where the sauce is.
well,
It's
how
amazing
would
that you can just pick something up like that and
Yeah.
make a movie, you know,
That is.
for a relatively cheap price.
Exactly. Where could they be?
It's the same idea. That's what they have in, you know, movie studios. You know?
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Maybe for the better.
Well, it does.
Go sit down. No, you're the one. No, we can't get you. Yes.
You're fine. Okay, now I have to get
What's the girl's name?
Bentley.
Come here, Bentley. Bentley. Yeah.
Let's see, I need to get
That's like me.
something to serve the pie and the cake.
Bentley.
God, I remember when we were kids and we used to set these things out with milk and sometimes orange juice and some carrots.
Carrots, absolutely. I got them out to do it last night for the Easter bunny. That's right.
We'd get so excited the next
Hell,
morning.
it's burning me.
The carrot would be half eaten.
Yep. That's right.
I took your place, but it's yours again when you want it.
That's fine. I just have to get one more thing.
Bentley, what's going on over there?
Why don't you sit down, we'll have some dessert.
Well, we got two Dyer men here in the same room.
I called just that there were no more.
Oh,
Say that.
Oh,
If there are.
there, there's one.
I wonder whether he would go for a walk with me sometime.
I bet he would. Is there any?
Tim, this is awful cloudy looking.
That's fine.
Use the last
You
one.
got a cup?
Oh,
I think I do.
You can pour it.
you won't see if you're wrong if you don't.
I need
I know.
And that's a brew.
something to catch all this spilled tea when I pour it.
Why don't you pour it in the kitchen? It doesn't work to use that teacup. Not sure what I decided.
So
That's
Kim,
what we had.
Let's see, Kim has some tea here.
can I see this for a minute?
Oh, Kim's still filming. Oh, my word.
There's one.
Can I have the camera?
Yes, you can.
There's another one.
You're real close to that one, huh?
Kim, that's really neat.
Yeah, and it's a
Is it still
special
going?
camera, so it can go right into your VCR.
Is it still
That's
going?
home.
Really?
Yeah, it's still going.
Okay.
So you hold it down here, and this is the place to
Dad?
the record button.
Dad?
Oh,
You
so
get
it's
your
not
finger
recording.
in front of it. Yep, it is.
It is.
And it's
Oh,
wide
I'll
angle
have to
and
get the
zoom.
sugar.
Okay.
You use sugar.
Go away. Look.
The woman of the house walking into the kitchen.
And what is that called, a video camera?
A video camera. Yep. And if you push on that button by your fingers, you can make it zoom.
Never
right
saw
in.
it before, never heard of one.
Here,
Oh, sure.
it too. See?
Oh yeah. Let's get a close up of Grandpa.
Say hello.
Look at those blues.
Yeah.
That's a Dyer.
There you go.
Get a close up of this fabulous pie that your grandma made.
Grandma, there's the woman who made the pie. Smile, Grandma. Let's see the pie.
Here's the pie.
Oh, hold still. Woo! Look at those meringues. Look at that
I
water.
see Grandpa's been into the chocolate Easter eggs. The telltale foil by his plate.
Oh, yeah, I have. This you mean?
Oh, no, this.
That
Yeah.
chocolate bunny was good.
Well, here's a bunch of
That
chocolate
from
Easter.
Tom and Sally?
Yes. Yeah, they have excellent chocolate.
Mm.
Okay, we have lemon meringue pie and sponge cake with or without strawberries. Grandma, what would you like?
I'm gonna have a piece of lemon meringue.
Okay.
I will let you do the honors.
Okay.
Grandpa's going for
How's that food?
chocolates.
You've become quite a
May I have
chocolate.
a plate? And some are
What are you chewing on, Dad?
Here's your fork.
Oh, thank you.
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Is that something on your mustache?
let's see. Grandma, Okay, Grandpa, what would you like? I think you better move your cup or it's gonna spill. Would you, no, that's yours. Don't drink my tea. Would you like pie or cake?
What kind of pie?
Lemon meringue,
What kind of cake?
sponge.
I think we should a small piece of lemon meringue.
Would you like a fork to go with your pie?
Speaking of pie.
Kim, are you gonna eat that whole
Kid
cake?
yesterday at
I
Choate.
am.
So-
My lord.
Right.
With a beta cat on or
Yeah.
something.
Did you see him?
No, but I knew that's what you were gonna say. There you go. There's your, okay.
Close
Kim,
up on
what
Paul
I
Dyer.
think I'll have to
Some
try
beta
some
beer
lemon
pie.
meringue first.
Yeah.
And apparently his brother's a beta at Southern Methodist.
Big school.
Mmm, how's that wine?
Quite good. As a matter of fact, it's the wine that you picked out.
What is it called? Hold still. It's a 95, it's a great wine.
It is a great wine. It doesn't have any sharpness to it. It's very mellow. You made a good choice.
Wait, say that again?
No. Paul, what would you like for dessert?
I like the leaf pattern.
Pie and cake. With
We
strawberry.
only have 4. We used to have a lot of cups and sauces, but they got broken, so.
They're so pretty. Alright.
Actually, here's a little piece of, that's kind of a small piece of pie. Kim, oh, you've got yours. Tim,
Loki, come say hello.
Hey, Loki.
All it took is one Bentley to chase the cats away.
Anybody else want cake?
yeah.
Not me.
Sponge cake. Strawberries to put on it, right? Is there any whipped cream or anything like that?
No, I was just thinking about that. That would have been a good idea, but we didn't.
I'm gonna use my fingers a little bit.
Oh, actually,
Don't have any of
Chris,
that
Grandma and Grandpa?
yes,
can of stuff in
Chris
there?
buys whipped cream in the can, and I think we may have some.
Grandpa, would you like a piece of cake?
No, thank you, kid.
You sure?
Yeah,
Oh, she's in again.
Yeah, I got it.
What was that?
Yeah,
Corn?
Yeah.
here you go.
Oh. This,
I
Chris-
never would buy this.
Wait, I have a
It's
question.
fun.
Since Chris is probably the only one who eats this,
He
does
puts it
he
in his
sort
mouth.
of slurp off it?
No.
Probably.
Probably does.
Now, he buys it for hot chocolate, and he
Just
doesn't.
run it under some hot water if
No,
you're
he
worried.
doesn't.
I think he does.
You gotta shake it first.
It's only your own brother.
Actually, I don't even have a piece of cake. So.
Can you scoot into him? You can put it on
Well,
mine.
then I'll use it.
And the reason you were so quick to talk about whether he slurped it is because that's just what you do.
I might have.
Grandma knows these things.
All right, do you wanna sit down?
No, feel free.
No, I wanna include,
Oh,
Take some-
Tim got me, but if you, here. This allows you to see. Yep. And your hand can go up through here if you want. And this is the wide angle and the zoom.
I don't know where I,
Yeah, the best thing
How
to
do I
do is
look?
put your
Put your hand over, down towards the front here.
up
And
inside
up
that
in the
handle,
handle grip. Yeah.
and then just control there. And yeah, just
And you've
rest it
got the
on your
wide
shoulder.
angle and the zoom. So the middle one
Don't
puts
drop
on
it.
pause, and these two, if you push like here or here at all.
When you look into the screen, Mom, you can see what it's doing. No, the
Sorry, want
screen
some more tea?
is a,
oh, yeah, but I can't see anything in the viewer.
The viewer, it's either one or the other. So if you want the viewer, we can close the screen.
Oh, no, this is fine. So I
try the
push this
zoom.
in the front.
Yeah, try the zoom and
Either
look
one
at
of
it.
these
Just-
two, zoom or wide angle.
Oh, yeah.
But don't touch the one in the middle or else it'll pause.
No, how do I make it go back?
You just turn on
use,
the light.
use
Oh.
use the other one.
Okay,
So are there two lines or does it say REC?
REC.
Okay. And you're recording.
Okay, well,
And if you, the top button with your top right finger will wide angle it, make it wide, and the front button will make it zoom. Or the front part of the lever.
So try them both just to work it out. You tried the zoom in, right?
that's what I'm on now.
Now press it the other way now.
The other end of the button.
Where there's a red button?
On the other side of the red button towards the, yep.
You just keep both your fingers on it like that and use both sides.
Okay. Well, here we have Kim and Tim sitting at the dining room table eating strawberries with their sponge cake. And we see the pink and yellow tulips, variegated tulips that they gave us for Easter, which are very nice. And here we see Paul finishing
Oh my
up
gosh.
his whipped cream.
What is that?
Yeah.
Get a zoom on this thing.
And Kim has just put just an extraordinary amount of whipped cream on her sponge cake. So we're going to walk over here to get a look. This is some sumptuous dessert she has. We're not going to hassle her by watching while she eats it, however.
Put this over you.
And Grandpa is getting a shirt on his shoulders and sort of grumping about it, that he didn't know what was going on, but now he's fine. I guess he's feeling a little chilly. Are you feeling more comfortable now, Grandpa?
I guess.
Yeah? Well, we have to get you in the video, so I'll move over here, trying not to jump it too much. There, that's good. So did you get enough to eat for dinner?
Yes, we sure did.
Yeah? And how about the chocolate eggs? Have you had another one?
Oh yes, look at the wrappers.
Yeah.
Oh, Grandpa!
Thank you.
Wrappers are all over the plates in front of your plate.
Fine thing.
Looks like you enjoy those chocolate eggs that the Easter Bunny left for you, huh?
They were nice.
Keep the
Yeah?
tulips away from her.
Yeah. Yeah, and did Grandma eat any more yet?
Had enough?
Did you talk to Ed today?
No. Not yet. I forget whose turn it is to call. There's a hours.
Yeah.
And Tuesday's his birthday, so we'll call
Oh.
him that. Anyway.
How old's he gonna be? Is it 90?
89.
89 and 90.
Dot was at 90 in October.
Good.
And he's a little younger than she.
He didn't give up golf too long ago, did he? Or is he still
Not
doing
too
it?
long. He didn't do much this year.
So, Dad, you were born in what year?
1913.
13. And Uncle Ed was born in
1910.
1910.
Ah. Where were you born?
I was born in Cliffside Park, New Jersey.
Is it nice there?
Not now.
Was then.
I've never really been to New Jersey.
You haven't?
The Garden State, didn't you know?
So tell the story about how your father came home and you and Uncle Ed had a surprise in the kitchen sink one night. Do you remember that
What?
story? He stepped on something on the floor one more night.
No, I remember that.
You'd been fishing out in the river, and you brought home.
I don't remember the details of that story.
You don't? Something about you put a bag of crabs in the kitchen sink.
Mm-hmm. And they got out somehow
Onto the floor.
onto the floor. Grandpa came in his bare feet.
Oh,
And stepped all over
and that was an accident, you say?
him.
And he got his trusty golf club and started swinging it.
That's where you get that swing from.
So how did you two meet?
We,
I don't think I ever heard the story.
he and a friend of his were on their way to the Chinese laundry.
I never heard this story.
Never did. Oh,
Which friend?
Hermie,
You were going to the Chinese laundry?
he had shirts to take to the Chinese laundry.
Yeah.
And they were on Palisade Avenue driving, heading north. And I was walking a girlfriend of mine home. And Hermie spotted us and said, oh, I know those two girls. My cousin was with me. And he stopped.
Pick up.
Right, pick up. And look at me 60 years after.
He must have been a charming guy, though, huh? Doing his laundry.
Not me.
So you and Hermie were out cruising, huh?
Perusing the streets.
Easy rag.
Wait, I know those two.
Oh, God.
Now, Paul, how did you two meet?
I don't know.
Wasn't it a blind date?
Very. Yep, it was an arranged blind date.
Well, give us the details. I don't think
I
I
don't
know.
even remember.
He doesn't remember. I knew that.
Convenient memory.
Is it part of the cake?
It was through John
No,
Kuntz,
it's
wasn't
the
it?
press from the time.
Yeah.
Whose girlfriend... How did this go?
Make it quick. My arm's getting tired.
Yeah, let it
Did
take
she go
over.
to Chatham?
And you can
Yeah.
tell the story with him if you
My
want to.
father was chairman of the English department at Columbia. I forget what his name is now.
Leary. Louis
Oh, yeah,
Leary.
Louis Leary.
Louis Leary, what a name.
It was fun going there. We met him a couple of times. I just went to his house. So this girl, I guess, decided that it would be. She'd arranged a date somehow. Didn't John come up for that weekend or something? No?
Ben.
I don't know how.
And I had a chemistry test, and I really didn't want to go. And then I knew was made a mistake when I walked up the stairs of the dormitory, and I'd never met him before. He says, "Oh, hi, I'm on the way to the football field. See you later. Goodbye." And I thought,
Well, what did you think I was going to do? Wait until the game before I started to get dressed?
I knew I was
neglected
in for
to tell
it.
you that I was on the team at that point, so I had to go down to the house.
So anyway, that
This
was
in
that.
college or high school?
College.
Didn't you have a date in
Freshman
high
year.
school, though? You knew each other in high school?
No.
No.
I thought you did.
Kim, my arm's giving out.
All right, let me take over for a
But
little
I
while.
would, except I don't know
Heavy
what.
load to carry around.
It's actually not bad. May I have some strawberries?
All right, so how was the first date?
Enough of this.
Mom, you're blushing.
It was all right. I thought Bob was not very.
Interested?
It was kind of rude, actually.
Very charming.
And he kept 6 of us waiting downstairs for an hour and a half while he went and got dressed. And I should have known
Some
then.
things never change.
Oh, I wasn't too excited to hurry up and get down there.
Well, Tim, how did you and I meet?
No, I'm not gonna.
I just figured fair is fair. We should at least
Yes,
ask the question.
Right. Tell us.
But I actually know the story, so.
Well, fair is fair, then let me take over here.
Nuh-uh.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, I was nurse to use the restroom.
Tim.
I remember something about a bat in a house.
What?
I'm so sorry, I'm so late. There was a bat in my house.
Was that when you?
And my mom.
That was our first date. That wasn't
I
when we
know,
met.
I know, but it was a good story anyway.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, what is the story?
The story was I saw you with your long curly hair looking shy in the corner, and I thought, that man looks like he's hiding behind his hair.
It was just an act.
This I found out later. But first, I met your sister, who had a thing or two to say.
I'm sure she
she
did.
always does.
And there were several people there, all of whom wondered who I was, this new person hanging out in the local joint. And several asked for my phone number, and only one person got it. And that happened to be you.
And there she goes.
And the night of the first date, there was a bat in the house, and Chris and I sat in the car and Paul went to bed, and Tim and Matt were on bat patrol with tennis rackets, and we could see them cruising from the dining room into the kitchen and then running like a bat out of hell in the other direction as the bat would come swooping down. This went on for a couple of hours, and Tim kept saying, I have to go, I'm supposed to meet someone. And I said, but you can't go, you have to get the bat out of the house first. Never did. We ended up running up the stairs and closing the bedroom door, and everyone slept in the same room all night.
What room was that?
While you pretended to be asleep,
Pretended. I didn't see the point of
helping out.
bother to get the bat. What the heck with him? Just let him stay there till the morning.
Yeah, I actually decided to get it. I wish I had had it in the fall, and then because we'd had a big family reunion, and after the reunion, I thought, you know, I really should get one. And they have the 6 months deal where you don't have to pay any interest or any payments for 6 months.
Does it say record on the screen?
Yeah.
What do
So
I
I
do with it
decided
now?
just to get it,
Just look like you
so
know
I
what
would
you're
have
doing.
it, you know. And for $400, you can't really go wrong.
No.
And it can go right into your VCR. So I thought.
Dad's having fun with it now.
Would you excuse me for a little
Go
while?
ahead, take a drink, honey. Or
Is that a rabbit you have in your back pocket, Grandpa? He's got the Easter bunny in his pocket.
Right.
take your jacket. But there are just some things you don't get a second chance at, you know. I felt like it's time to have it.
So, do you want more hot tea?
Actually, I'm great. Thanks.
So,
Golden them are
was it,
Silver.
your grandpa, yeah.
You don't have any
Yeah, I didn't know
gold?
that.
Uh-uh.
We went to Montana.
Oh, sorry. I
A little
wish I
porcelain
had
and a
known.
little
So it was
silver.
like, you know, it took us 2 days just to get
Actually, I just lost
to
the
that
filling.
town because
Was that in the
Starting to
fall?
yeah,
crumble a little bit on my
it's a
old
distance.
fillings.
And then, you know,
Gotta get it replaced.
everyone came from everywhere.
Mm.
'Cause it was one of the last people that grew up on the ranch, and it was a cowboy. So we got to go up to the ranch,
Oh,
the old ranch.
Yeah.
They sold it to their neighbors a few years ago, but the old people still know each other, so they let us on
Yeah.
and give us a tour. Which of course you know we won't be able to do again, and we didn't have a camera. And there are just a couple older people
Hands in the way.
that still know the stories around. So it's a shame.
yeah.
This
After
is like
that, I
rocket
thought-
juice.
You have to
Something
do
you gotta
that.
have.
Yes,
you know.
right, that's right.
And we went to, I don't know if Tim told you guys, but my mom and I went to Ireland.
I did know that,
And we
yes.
found relatives.
Oh, you did? I
We
didn't
weren't
know.
even looking. And we ended up, we're in this, we went to Southern Ireland, we started seeing all these people that look like us. And we thought it was the Irish thing, you know, you know. So my mom was like, quick, run over to that building. You know, there's a woman that looks like your Aunt Carol, and I want to take a picture of her, but I have to pretend like I'm taking a picture of the building. And it ended up that we thought my grandfather was an orphan, but he wasn't. And, I mean, his parents did die, but we thought that all of his family had died. And he actually had a whole wing of the family over there. He has first cousins still alive
Really?
that knew about him, but he never knew
Yeah,
about
it was
them.
Ben.
Oh.
So it was great. We got to meet these people that were look a lot like my grandfather, and like that whole, you know, like my mother. And so it was pretty amazing.
Oh, yeah, so you got to actually meet and talk to people who
Yeah.
were relatives.
Yeah.
So you knew the town?
Well, we knew that the general area that he come
Yeah.
from, but actually one of the cousins, who's my age, lives about a half an hour from here.
From here?
Yeah, she came here and worked in Amherst, and then she married a man who lives in Vermont, and she lives a half an hour from
Oh,
Brattleboro.
for heaven's
I
sake.
know. Yeah, it's really exciting, really neat. So it was just such an odd experience.
Yeah.
And it happens that we stumbled into the one man in the family who knew the family history. And he said, well, we know we had some people that came from this area, but, you know, it was 100 years ago. And he said, well, I did have an Aunt Marie who left for America around 1900, and she ended up in some place called Havre, Montana.
Oh.
Little tiny town in northern Montana, you know. And he's like, and after a while, my father quit writing to her. I mean, we kept getting these letters from America, which is why I remember. I never got to
Tim, how
meet
do you
her.
turn
but
this
my
thing off?
father corresponded
Hit
with
pause.
his sister
This?
for a long time. Animals.
A horse whisperer?
Something like that, yeah. And what we found out is that one of the first cousins is a veterinarian, and when we were talking to him about it, he said, my father and my grandfather and my great-grandfather all had a special way with animals and a way to calm, so, and my grandfather had that too. And,
Yeah.
and the woman that we met, Peg, her husband was one of the first cousins. And before we had a chance to really talk, she said, if I had to say one thing about my husband, I would say that he's kind. And that's the reason that I married him. Which hit me like a ton of bricks, because that's what my grandmother said about my grandfather. She said, the reason that I married your grandfather is because he was such a kind man. I mean, of all the traits in the world that you could pick, to happen to mention that one, and it was just really very powerful.
Yeah.
So I felt bad that we almost changed our trip to go down to see my grandfather and tell him on our way back from Ireland that we had found some people. But my mom decided to go home and then come back a couple weeks later.
Looks like Marilyn Monroe
So we
sitting
didn't
over
have
there.
a chance to tell him that we had found his family. So that was a shame.
Yeah.
But it was really neat. And he had married in, my grandmother was a really educated woman for the time. I mean, her mother had a master's degree at the turn of the century in Montana as a teacher. I mean, very educated family. And so he had always been looked upon as the ranch hand who married up. And what they didn't know is that his whole family in Ireland was very prosperous and very educated. And his first cousins, the one that we talked to the most, has 7 kids, one of which is here in Vermont. 6 of them have PhDs. And like the whole family is that way, just very educated. So his mother had raised him with a real appreciation for education, and but then he was put in an orphanage and eventually worked his way out by being a ranch hand and a cowboy. So everyone always looked upon him as just some sort of uneducated ranch hand, when his whole sort of history, and you could understand why he would be drawn to marry someone who had the same qualities that were very good qualities in his family in Ireland. So all kinds of neat stuff that we never knew, and connections we were able to make about who he was and where he came from that he probably didn't even know.
What a neat, that's really special.
Really neat.
So are you planning to meet your cousin at some point?
Yeah, it's been hard. I mean, it's been hard since the funeral.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Kind of a little, not quite ready.
Yeah.
But definitely going to do that. And they have this beautiful farm in Ireland, and I guess he would be my second cousin, the guy who inherited the farm, has invited me to come out and live there and ride it if I want. And, it's just really beautiful land.
Yeah. Now, this is in the south?
Yeah, it's near Cork, in County Limerick, in a town called Abbeyfield. So, but they were very religious in this town, and there's 6 different families with the name Collins, and none of them related, large families that were all related, but 6 different strands that weren't related at all of Collins. And her name was Marie Collins. So it's this really Catholic little town where everyone names their daughters Marie. So we're looking for Marie Collins, who left about 100 years ago.
Yeah, right.
And they were like, we went and looked up in the register eventually at the parish house, and there were like, I don't know, like 175 Marie Collins born in like a 10-year period, like when we knew she was born.
Yeah.
So it didn't look like it was gonna pass.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got to see pictures of her when she was young, the last time that they saw her before she left. And